Somebody who stepped up on against the Jazz on, what was that, Saturday night? With Aaron Fox out with a hamstring injury. Matthew Dellavedova had some great minutes in the backup point guard role, as he so often does. I'm not going to say I'm surprised, but I've always wondered, and it's not like he plays a ton, so it's not like he's taking a toll on his body, but you always kind of wonder, like, well, what happens when the game really starts to speed up? Will it affect him at all? And it's just like, this guy's just fine out there. He's just absolutely terrific. Won the Defensive Player of the Game chain, even though, as Mike Brown has said, it seems like, or I think Dellavedova said it himself. He said that the chain pretty much belongs to Davion Mitchell. So, and Davion Mitchell probably should have won at that game, but they're spreading the love around. I don't know. I know you really love Matthew Dellavedova. I know I really like Matthew Dellavedova. I know a lot of fans really like Matthew Dellavedova. I feel like this is a nice opportunity just to remind everybody that this guy is more than a third point guard.
That he's more than Matthew Dellavedova.
He's the whole delicatessen. Whatever meat you want, whatever cheese, type of bread, marble rye, you got it. Matthew Dellavedova. Yeah. He gives you a little bit of everything.
I do. I said this. This is like when I'm looking back. It's like a season review almost. And it's like, I said he was gonna be perfect for the third string point guard because he's gonna embrace that third string point guard role so well. It's just something you can really appreciate it because no one wants to be third string, but he does. Maybe he doesn't. He still embraces it. He's great at coming in in his sporadic minutes he's had through the season. I love that guy. I've always loved him. I mean, ever since he guarded Steph in the playoffs in 2016. Hard not to love that guy. But
yeah, I think one of the things that comes to mind just there is the thing that you'll hear Katie Christensen note a lot, which is he would have made a lot more money had he stayed playing for Melbourne in Australia. He took less money to come be a third point guard, essentially a player coach. And I don't know. That guy just...
He's the Kings' Udonis Haslem. He's
it's
Udonis
interesting.
Haslem of Sacramento.
I think Damian Lillard just said, I just saw it in passing, but I think he was saying something about things that have changed in the league. There's not as much respect for old guard players. You don't see as many vets on teams. It's when I heard that, I was like, oh, like you said, Haslam in Miami or Iguodala in Golden State or Dellavedova in Sacramento. Yeah. Those guys provide that veteran presence. You see what Dellavedova does just talking to Terrence Davis, or his ability to constantly talk to guys on the bench, talk to guys out on the floor from the bench, kind of like a coach. And I don't know. I just feel like every team should want a guy like that. And if they can play and kind of step in the way Dellavedova can, I think... I don't know about Iguodala at this age, and I don't think they really ever expect Haslam to play. But, that's just money. That's just butter on top of that biscuit at that point. And Delly.
I love that addition to Sacramento. And yeah, the Kings have one of the younger teams in the league, but you need that veteran presence. Him and Barnes are clearly the veterans of the team, and I mean that's definitely guidance you need and leadership you need on and off the court. What if we faced the Warriors in the first round and then when we just threw out Delly on Steph?
I don't know. Can Delly still do that?
I don't know. He would go back to the hospital due to exhaustion to do it. I know he would.
He would totally try to do it. But yeah, I think being 10 years older in your mid-30s is a little different than being in your mid-20s. But he would put his life on the line to try to just to make everything tougher for Steph Curry.
Yeah, I would love to see even just a small glimpse of that. Even just him guarding him for one possession would be. I mean it's so weird because it's Matthew Dellavedova, but I feel like the NBA would be watching that possession. Just because it was such a historical thing that happened. I mean, that was Steph, 2-time unanimous MVP, getting locked down by a little Australian Matthew Dellavedova. The altered series.
Yeah, big time.
All right, Draymond, we want to see you now. Arco West.
You want to travel less? I want to see Delly get on Steph. Well, not Delly get on. That sounds kind of weird, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Either way, we love you, Delly. Delly. What's up, Dell?
Dell Computers.
Matthew Dell. DV.
Matthew Del Taco.
What's up?